Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching my videos. I'm here in Miami, beautiful Miami. You can see the view from my hotel room at the W. Excellent, it's beautiful. I'm gonna be doing a meetup here in the W, in the lobby of the W tomorrow at 5. That's Friday, the 30th, I think it is. And yeah, I hope to see anybody who's in the Miami area to come on out and join me because it's going to be a lot of fun. Alrighty, man. Today we got some great news, man. Some shocking news when I think about it, right? I'm realizing that the United States government spends a lot of money. The federal government spends way too much money. And it's wasted. It's like $28 billion is what they're going into just for some sort of tax. To find for regulation for taxes, and we're going to talk about that. It's just like, what, huh? 28 billion for what? Wow. Anyways, we're also going to talk about how more proof that, you know what, the whales, institutions, they're not buying here at 40K. No, they're not. That's retail buying now. They buy at 30K. They buy when you sell. I'm going to show you that evidence in today's episode on news that you can use. All right, well, first off, right, we're going to be talking about obviously some crypto bubbles and showing you that as well. But before we do, remember this is not financial advice. Please do your own research before putting any money into the market. Okay, let's go on to the crypto bubbles. My goodness. Well, you can see that this is priced in Bitcoin. I know some of you guys want to price this thing in USD, right? And then you see, ooh, it's a lot more green, right? But that doesn't show you the real thing, because you know what? The USD is losing value very, very fast, right? At 25% per year, or probably even more. And just because the prices may not be reflecting 25% right now, but I'm sure they are in some cases, and sometimes more in some cases. It's coming, right? It's coming. And now inflation expectations is really high. So you can expect, don't look at prices, look at the money per supply. Look at how much they're printing. That's the only thing that matters, because the price will catch up, right? Yes, in some cases it won't, because, you know, when we innovate and prices actually come down, right? Yes, I agree. We may come up with solutions in order to keep things priced lower. So for example, shrinking the size of your hot dog so that it's this big instead of this big, and then seeming the same price. Oh my God, it's ridiculous how people just cannot see how they are being mistreated in this environment. And they wonder why they're unable to make it. Trust me, don't hold dollars. Don't concern yourself with getting more dollars. Concern yourself with getting anything else than dollars. Gold, silver, right? Bitcoin, Ethereum. But collect those things. Collect something that has value, not the dollar. Just as long as you be able to liquidate it into the dollar. Okay, so if you're interested in trading the altcoins, right, and getting more Bitcoin, right, because that's the key, right, you can do so by heading over to www.davincicodes.net/videos and get free videos right here on how to do the little lady strategy. It's a very, very effective way to earn more Bitcoin. Okay, and it's absolutely free. Okay, the U.S. Senate bipartisan infrastructure deal adds $28 billion in crypto tax. Now, the way it's worded, right, it sounds like, oh, $28 billion is the tax in the government for crypto? What? So if you go down here, right, the U.S. Senate approved the bipartisan infrastructure deal worth $550 billion targeted at transportation power systems. However, last-minute additions to the deal saw lawmakers impose additional $28 billion in crypto tax. The infrastructure deal aims to fund a portion of the deal by collecting taxes on crypto transactions. Okay, so you understand what they're doing there? They're taking $28 billion, okay? Billion with a B, just to create tax law and regulation so that they can collect on crypto taxes. They'll pay for it. They're 55 billion. 550 billion. Sorry, 550 billion. That's a lot of money. Think about that for a second. The government is trying to spend 28 billion just to see if they can raise more taxes off of crypto, right? By creating bureaucracies and laws and regulation. Just that's all. That's it. You know, they just need to put, I don't understand what's going on here. They just need to say, okay, write down, yeah, you're going to pay more taxes, exchange, whenever somebody buys or sells, there's going to be like a tax penalty or something like that. And that costs them $28 billion to come up with that idea. Think about that. Think about that. Don't you think they're wasting your money? And these are the people you're paying your taxes to. If they need to spend 28 billion of your money, if you live in the United States, just to come up with rules so that they can tax you. Wow. I'm speechless. I'm speechless. Oh boy. Well, we do have a private Telegram group where we show you my trades. I show you trades also. Lee is also trading in our group as well. And if you're interested, he always shows you some trades on altcoins. So if you're interested in just a quick day trade, a flip trade on a particular altcoin, Lee's all about that. And he came up with this buy at on Luna. And you priced in USDT, and yet you can see it pumped 40%. So you could have made a 40% gain, and he's projecting it all the way up to giving you an 80% gain or even more. So yeah, if you want to join us, make sure you head over to davincij15.com and join us there. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, you can see some of our trades that we make there as well. PayPal Q2 transaction revenue rose 17%. Earnings top estimates. Oh my goodness. Wow. 17%. That's, you know why they rose 17%? Something called crypto. And I'm sure banks are looking at that and like, want some? So yeah, this is going to propel banks to join the crypto game very, very fast. And speaking about joining the crypto game, Robinhood, right, also did very well, and they're going public. And there's some things you need to know about that, them going public, right? They're going to reserve like 35% of their IPO shares for their customers. So if you use Robinhood, right, I don't have a link in the description below for Robinhood, but if you do, right, you're going to get access to some of their shares. Listing price will be between $38 and $42. And also, Robinhood's ambitions are bigger than most people realize, because they're going to like really get into crypto, because that's where the money's at. And you're early. If you're watching this right now, you're early. You're super early. No matter where you put your money, as long as it's in something solid, if you're going to hold it for a long time, right? So if you're going to hold it for more than 5 to 10 years, make sure it's something really solid. Don't try to hold it in Cardano for 5 to 10 years. That's going to hurt, right? Does it mean that you're not going to see a profit? No, I can't say that. It's just that Cardano is not going to. It's going to be a difficult road for Cardano, right? And so it's not going to stay up when it pumps. From that top market, it's going to be like down 95% or something like that when it comes back down. So you don't want to hold that through that unless you're really a believer and you're just going to hold. You're going to be like a Bitcoiner and hold it. But there's so many things that could go wrong with that because Ethereum is the leader, the market leader, and even though it will most likely do something like an 80% drawdown. You know that the Ethereum's not going anywhere, right? Dogecoin is another risky one, but again, Dogecoin probably is going to be sticking around for quite some time because of the meme culture that's out there. But yeah, make sure that you hold major names, and then you'll be okay going into a longer term buy. Okay, Robinhood could be a risky investment. Yeah. Well, obviously, right? Any investment is a risk. Just you have to understand what are the risks, right? And Robinhood could fail. Robinhood could make bad decisions. They're business, right? And so you're going to take that risk, right? Robinhood has already turned a profit. This is always a good thing, right? Because Tesla, I just don't understand people buying Tesla stock. There's no profit there. And they're not going to make a profit. So I don't know what you're thinking. All right, let's head over to Ripple launches the first on-demand liquidity for a corridor in Japan. What this means is basically they're providing liquidity for remittance. And so what does the provide liquidity mean? Well, when you want to buy or sell something, when you want to trade, you need to have somebody willing to buy or like if you were going to buy something, you're going to have somebody sell it to you. If you want to sell something, you're going to have somebody willing to buy. And so without that, right, you're going to have to move the price in order to attract somebody. So whether you're selling it, you have to sell it at a lower price in order to attract the buyer. And if you're buying it, you have to set the right price in order to buy the asset as well, maybe a higher price in order to attract the seller. So how that means that there's not enough liquidity because there's not enough people interested in buying or selling, right, to give you an equilibrium of the price and give you the right price. So that's what Ripple comes in to do, is to provide the equilibrium of the price value so that you don't get any slippage. You don't have to if you're buying, you don't have to provide a super high price in order to get the buyer. And if you're selling, you don't have to put a super low price in order to get the person to sell it to you. All right, so that's the key thing about Ripple here. All right, let's go on to the final section of the day, which is, Bitcoin whales bought Bitcoins worth $1.5 billion in the last 10 days. I think they bought it mostly at 30,000. But if you read here, right, according to sentiments and analysts, Bitcoin whales holding between 100 and 10,000 Bitcoins acted in opposition to the panic that gripped the small retail investors due to their fall in the cryptocurrency prices in May. Look at that. This is clear, right? That when you sell at a low price, you are selling to the whales. Because the only way institutions buy Bitcoin or any kind of market is on a downward draft. When people are fearing and panicking, they have the calm, cool collective say, yeah, I'll buy that. I'll buy that. Get a discount. I like that. So make sure that you sell highs, not lows, and then you buy lows and instead of selling the lows, right? Not the other way around, right? People buy highs and sell lows all the time. Don't do that. This is how you actually lose money, not make money. If you're down on any kind of your Bitcoin purchases, if you bought the top, hold, you'll be all right in a very short amount of time. Relatively short, at least. And so, yeah, you're good. You're good to go because Bitcoin's going a lot higher. So I'm excited about that, and I hope you are too, because you know, it's always great to see that your wealth is increasing, right? Make sure that when your wealth does increase, you do have a plan on what you're going to do with it and how you're going to use it to help better yourself and better your family, right? Because Bitcoin's real. Bitcoin's here to stay, and you need to be a part of it. Cheers.